Phillip seems to be in a much better mood than he was this morning.
Yeah, he is. I'm glad you suggested we come over here.
Hey, Dad, will you come over and watch me dive? I think I'm getting better.
Okay. I'll be right there, son. Aren't you going to come in with us?
Oh, maybe later. I did bring my suit.
All right.
Well, come on, Dad.
All right, I'm coming.
Well, things seem to be going very well between you and Alan.
Oh, yes, they are. I never knew I could be so happy.
No more little doubts and jealousies about Vanessa Chamberlain?
Not one. Although I did feel a little sorry for Amanda last night.
Amanda? Why?
Oh, last night after we had dinner, we went over to Ben and Amanda's house
Yeah?
because Henry Chamberlain wanted to see Ben's paintings. And when we got there, Vanessa was hanging all over Ben. I mean, she kept putting her arm through his and dragging him off so that he explained his paintings to her.
Well, how did Amanda react to that?
Well, I don't think she was too happy about it, but she's secure in her marriage. I'm secure in mine. I mean, I know that Alan looks at Vanessa as a superior businesswoman and as an asset to the company. So there's no threat to my marriage or me.
I'm very happy to hear you say that with such conviction, dear.
Well, that doesn't mean that I'll ever like Vanessa or that she and I will ever be friends. That will never happen.
Oh, Daddy, thank you so much for calling Diane and giving her the instructions about Ben and Lyle. You did it with your usual tact.
You may be playing a dangerous game, Vanessa.
I don't think so.
Well, don't forget, Ben's wife happens to be the second largest stockholder in Spaulding Enterprises. Now, you know, I usually give in to you on all your whims and desires, but not when they're detrimental to business.
Daddy, really, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you?
No. I think Amanda will be very grateful to me for furthering her husband's career.
All right. But be careful.
Oh, honestly, Daddy, I don't have to remind you that husbands don't tell their wives what they do on their out-of-town recreation trips.
I'm going back to the hotel. You coming with me?
No. I want to see Ross again. And I have a phone call to make.
All right, darling. See you later.
Yes.
Laurie, hello, it's Vanessa. Look, did you give my message to Alan? Ah, good. Well, I have another message that I'd like you to give him. I may have to go out of town for a few days, and I'd like to check with him and clear it with him. So could you please have him call me? Yes. No, at my office in about an hour.
Wonderful, Laurie. Thank you. I'm going to remember you in my will.
What's the matter? Too cold?
No. Phillip was demonstrating his version of a cannonball for Alan. I was right in the line of fire, so I thought I'd make it out.
I'm leaving for work, so you two have a good time. Stay and have some lunch, huh?
Oh, that would be good. You know, this is really terrific. I mean, I have the whole morning off from Jackie because Philip's here and she doesn't have to take care of him.
Oh, good. I hope Philip won't be too disappointed if he doesn't get to go to the mountains tomorrow. I just got a call from Justin. He wants to talk to me about postponing his vacation for a few days until he can finish watching a patient who's still in danger.
Well, I'm sure Philip will still go anyway tomorrow. I mean, even if Justin doesn't, because Jackie said she'd take him up there if Justin couldn't make it.
Oh, good. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Evie. I'm glad you came by today.
So am I. Thanks a lot, Ed. Bye. So, things are moving right along, aren't they?
Yeah?
Come on. I was in the kitchen about an hour ago, and I saw how you and Ed were together.
Oh.
Don't worry, I didn't stay there too long.
Oh.
And just now, too. Ed just kissed you goodbye, just like any husband kissing his wife goodbye before he goes off to work.
That may be what it looked like.
Oh, thanks. But...
Well, we certainly aren't living like a husband and wife right now, and I don't know what to do about it.
Well, what does Ed say?
Oh, well, Ed is being just wonderful and patient, and says he'll wait as long as he has to until I'm ready to take up a real relationship again.
So?
Well, I just know it's a lot harder for him than he pretends it is.
What about you?
I really want the marriage to work if it's right. But for us to get involved sexually right now would be just disastrous.
Well, I don't really see what the problem is. I mean, you two really love one another.
Edie, I'm just not ready for it yet. I mean, there's still some problems between Ed and I that have to be settled first. Oh, looks like Phillip won the splashing contest.
Hands down. Is there any more of that iced tea left?
Yeah, coming up. There you go.
Oh, thank you. You know, the service at this pool is excellent.
Oh, thank you. Sweetheart, I get that, I guess.
Hello?
Yeah, he's right here. It's Lori from your office.
I am going to have to talk to her about all these phone calls.
That's what happens when I try to take a morning away from the office. Thank you.
Ben, can you talk?
Yeah, sure.
I think these changes you suggested in Ross's investment proposals are excellent.
In the first place, I didn't suggest that he change them. I ordered him to change them.
How did he take that?
He didn't like it.
I'm sure.
But they're really Alan's suggestions.
Well, the thing that bothers me is that if you hadn't taken an interest and showed them to Alan, Ross would have gone right ahead and bought these highly speculative stocks.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't see any point in risking thousands of dollars on stocks that can go down as quickly as they can go up.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel. You know, with the kind of money you have, you don't need to make a killing in the market. What you need, at least from what I gather from my talk with Alan, are safe, secure growth stocks and bonds.
I can't imagine what it must be like to have all that money.
Well, Morgan, it wouldn't mean anything without Ben. Ah, there's Kelly.
Kelly?
Yeah, did you change your coaching time for today?
No, I have no idea what he's doing.
Hi.
Hi, Kelly, come in.
What are you doing here so early?
Ben, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting your work. It's just one break I have all
No,
day.
don't worry about it. It's okay. I can use the rest. And Morgan, you can use the stretch, too. You game for a walk?
Okay, wonderful.
So do it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Is, anything wrong?
No. You just look very different.
Yeah, everyone says that I look older with my hair like this.
Yeah.
You're not going to cancel our session this afternoon, are you? I mean, I studied really hard. I fell asleep over the book.
Morgan,
Look, I'm sorry for blowing up at you like that at Dante's. I don't know what comes over me. I don't know. I just lash out before I even think about things. But you've helped me a lot with that, and I know you could help me a lot more.
you're not making this any easier for me.
What?
I've been doing a lot of thinking, Morgan, and, well, I was going to tell Tim and let him tell you, but then I realized that that's just taking the easy way out, so I decided to come here and tell you myself.
Tell me what?
My schedule at school is a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be, and with that and my job at the hospital, Morgan, I'm going to have to cancel out on our coaching arrangements for the summer. I really feel very badly about this.
Well, it was your birthday present to me.
I know, and I've never gone back on anything in my life, Morgan, but I just have to this time for my own head.
Look, I've never been good at asking people for things because, well, I've usually figured that I could do things on my own, but I can't, Kelly. I really need your help with this. So that's why I'm asking you to reconsider.
I can't do that, Morgan.
I can't get my grades up without you. I mean, I never realized how much these sessions meant to me, but until now.
Look, I'm really sorry, but you've got a good head start on things, and Tim can help you with the rest, okay? I mean, he's got a lot more time now. The country club has added on another lifeguard.
Well, what is it? Was it the thing at Dante's last night?
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Well, what then?
I told you.
Can't be your schedule. I mean, it must be something else. Your schedule hasn't changed since you offered to coach me.
No, it hasn't, but like I said before, I didn't realize just how much work was involved. My own grades in med school were starting to slip, Morgan, and I can't let that happen.
Is, that what you came by to tell me last night?
What?
It was your car I saw driving up to the driveway last night, somewhere around midnight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what, you couldn't get the nerve to tell me last night?
I hadn't decided last night. I just took a drive to clear my head, that's all. Look, I'm really sorry about this whole thing, but I've got to get out to the hospital.
Wait. Please. Now, look. I don't know, but I want you to tell me the real reason that you're backing out on me.
I just told you.
I don't believe you. You're always making such a big deal about being honest about things. So I want you to be honest with me. Why is it you won't help me anymore?
Lady, look, would you just call John Brannon and explain? Thought you left with your father.
Well, I thought that meeting of yours was never going to end.
Take a little break and talk about this evening?
We've already talked about it, and I can't take a break. I'm loaded down with work, and Mike gets back tonight.
Well, all right. I guess I better get back to my office. I have an important phone call to make.
By all means.
See you later.
Oh, goodbye, lady. Goodbye.
Lady, would you call the shop and get Eve for me?
She's not there.
Where is she?
She went over to Ed's pool this morning.
Oh, well, then I'll give her a call myself later.
Before you do, I'd like to say something.
What?
Eve has gotten used to not seeing you. And she realizes it's because of Vanessa. She's kind of accepted it as a fact of life. So maybe it would be kinder of you just to stay away from her until you know where you stand.
You know something, Laney? I really don't appreciate unsolicited advice on how to run my life.
You may not appreciate it, but you sure can use it.
Yes, well, that's your opinion, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. And it's based on what I see. And, Ross, I see you being pulled in 10 different directions at...
Would you please get that?
Hello? Yes. Who's calling, please? One moment, please. It's District Attorney Bailey for you.
Oh, I'd like to take this call in private, please. Hello, Clarence. How are you? Listen, I was going to get back to you. I haven't forgotten about it. Mike comes back tonight, and I was planning to give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'm very eager to hear what you've decided, Ross, but that's not why I'm calling you.
Oh?
Now, you remember the last time we talked? You asked for my help in trying to locate Chet Stafford?
Yes?
Whose father is a patient of your brother's over at Cedars?
That's right, Clarence, and it's still very important that we find him.
Yeah, well, I have that information for you now, Ross.
And the same color scheme is going to run through the entire office complex eventually.
That sounds beautiful.
Oh, I hope so. Philip, I cannot believe that you finally had enough of swimming.
Well, I haven't. I'm going to go back in. I'm just waiting for my dad to watch me dive.
Oh. Yeah, well, your father's inside on the phone to the office, and he'll be out in a few minutes. Did you want some more?
Sure, if you have any.
I'll go get you some.
All right, Vanessa, we'll discuss it when I see you later. But the code we've been using of having Laurie call me when you want to talk to me isn't going to work anymore. Well, from the things she said, I think Hope is getting suspicious.
This has been the award-winning Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon South Southwest and Barney's.